Morning everyone. Monday morning. It's currently 7:40. Just on our way in. Loads of fog this morning. The sun is out and it looks nice. Sun's just coming up over my shoulder there. I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah, the sun's coming up, but it's really foggy and damp. Got a bit of a weird week for weather. Can't see much of the view today. Only the end of the street. It's very foggy. So we've got like a cold, northerly cold blast of air coming in, and actually Wednesday, Thursday, the weathermen are saying we're going to get snow.
You what?
Yeah. So could be an interesting couple of days this week. Hopefully, if we get snow, that'd be nice. But we shall see. But it's temperatures due to plummet. Today I've got a VW T6 coming in. He's bought some Alpine stuff. I think he's got a head unit, a processor, some speakers, maybe a sub-amp. But we've got some bits and bobs to do. He's supplying the vehicle and the equipment. We're just fitting it for him. So that'll be today's task. Hope you enjoyed the weekend's festivities, the little drive out. Wifey and I had a nice evening. Didn't feel much because, if I'm honest, it was a bit disappointing. I was really looking forward to it. I saw a few photos from the day because obviously they split the the times up in shifts. So there's kind of like a morning and then like a mid-afternoon and then an evening one. And what seemed to be I guess the daytime shift, there were a few cars there, but not many of this wedge thing that they talked about. And in the evening it was kind of even worse, really. Obviously we got put right at the bottom of the car park, which I found quite bizarre because it was kind of like there was my Esprit, there was an older Esprit, a Series 3, there was a Lotus Excel, there was a Mr. 2, an early one, a couple of Porsches. Like there was some cars, not the majority of it was not. But it was, yeah, it was a bit bizarre for a wedge weekend. It didn't follow suit. You'd have kind of thought that you'd have brought all of the, like, what you're trying to promote up the front so people could see it, and then everything else scattered about. There was a Mustang at the front, like a early 60s Mustang. There was loads of minis, absolutely tons of minis, which I kind of thought was really bizarre for a wedge weekend. Everything was round. Lots of BMs. About 10 o'clock, a Lambo and a V10 come in, like a M5. But it was just so, I don't know. I don't know whether it was because they announced it quite quickly. I only saw it sort of about 3 days before. But it just seemed a bit, it wasn't well organised. The food, I love Caffeine and Machine, don't get me wrong, but the food, I was waiting well over an hour for my food. We'd all ordered at the same time. Liz got her food, she ate her food, and we probably sat there for at least another 45 minutes waiting for mine, which was a bit awkward. The staff, one guy on the door was friendly, the rest of them, I don't know. I asked one guy with a camera about, and he had a pink tabard on that says he kind of works for Caffeine and Machine. I asked one guy about taking the drone up and just doing some aerial photography. Now, I don't know whether he misunderstood what I was trying to do, because he said to me, sure, if I give him my pilot's license and certificate of insurance, I can fly it. It kind of was a bit odd, because even with a commercial license to fly, you're not allowed to fly over people that aren't in your control. That's the pilot rule, and there's no way that you can have control of that many people. So I was intending to go off of site and then film sort of across into it, but after that kind of response, it was a bit of a fuck you kind of thing. So I thought, you know, license and insurance is not going to negate the fact that you're breaking the law when you're flying incorrectly. So I didn't take the drone up. I wanted to, but I just thought, nah, we'll leave it alone, because the response I got was a bit negative. So I didn't do that. As for car wise, obviously there was a lovely R32 and a really highly modified 35, which I videoed. There was a nice Taycan and a BM together. There's some interesting stuff there, you know. It's always mix and match. Some days you'll probably get norm stuff, other days you'll get, you know, like XJ20s and F40s turn up. You never know what's going to come, and that's the beauty of it. It's very like surprise car spotting. But yeah, just for a bit of a wedge weekend, if I'm honest, I was a bit disappointed. But we had a nice time nonetheless. It was lovely sunny weather. We got to drive the Esprit, an evening out with wifey while the kids were babysat with grandma and granddad, so it was really cool. We still had a nice time. So on to work for Monday. Obviously we've got our, you're not indicating me? Oh, now you are. Nobody knows where you're going. Obviously we've got our VW coming in first thing, so I shall touch base with you when we crack on with that, figure out what we're doing to it, and go from there. So I hope you had a good weekend. Nice to see everyone back. The comment section has been fairly busy, which is great, and I will see you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Morning everyone. So we've got the first one in. T6. We've basically got kind of like an interior mod going on. This is a 6-channel amplifier DSP. It's got door speakers already done and the tweeters are already fitted. So it's the Alpine kit. By the looks of this, it's kind of like a left-hand drive version. But available obviously for UK market too. So we've got a sub that's got an upside down mounting. So this is going to sit, it's got a little 8-inch sub there. That's going to sit that side up into the seat base on the driver's seat. So we've got to remove the seat over there. It has basically a power harness which we've got to run from the battery across the top of the bulkhead, in through a grommet, down to the floor, and then into the amplifier. We've got little brackets to put on the side of the box, which will then hold the box in place, and this amplifier with its plugs will go on the side of the box, kind of like that, in a set location. And it's got a plug and play harness, almost like a Y lead, that takes a feed out of the head unit, speaker feed out of the head unit into the amplifier, and then back out to the head unit. So it'll kind of from the head unit down to the amp, back out to the speakers, and obviously power this up at the same time. So we've got power harness to run across and down and in, speakers and stuff to run down, amplifier to mount, sub box to mount, and I've got some Meccano bits and bobs that we've got to sit to the side of the box, which will clamp that thing into that seat. So first things first, we'll get the seat out, get it out of the way, and then start popping the trunk, get the power cable run in and the head unit out. He said apparently he's had an aerial fitted, but it's not doing well, so he's getting really bad signal problems. So we're going to have a quick look at that as well, something wrong with it, and I'll come back to you in a bit. See you soon. Right everyone, so we've got our Alpine box in, we've got our amp mounted, taken the measurements off of the instructions as to where that's got to go. I've sound treated the bits inside the box where we potentially could have a rattle, and I've tightened down these 4 little kind of clamping fixings, and he's in there solid. Earth is underneath the box in the middle, amp is mounted to the side and it's not hitting any of the locations onto the seat frame, obviously with the perfect measurements there. We've got that in and it's not going to strike any of the car. Then we've got our sub connection to plug in, which is that one there, and then we've got our lead which is run out here, and this is now going to follow up here, up to the head unit, and then we've got to run our power feed in. I'm in two minds which way to do it. It says on the instructions to run it across the top of the engine bay, but obviously there's a lot of heat there, so we can come in and around, or we can come over and around. The instructions say do it that way, but I'm more inclined to go through the firewall and keep it away from the heat. So we'll cross that bridge, but the next bit is taking this up to the head unit anyway, so we're going to do that bit now, and I'll come back to you in a bit. See you soon. This one's done. We'll just turn this down. So I found out why he's having issues with his aerial connections. So there's loads of adapters on the back of this for a universal shark fin that doesn't really work. It's not one of our aerials, so I'm going to leave that out because I want him to see the connections, because they've just pushed in, they're not very good. So this one's done. We've got a little green light on there, or our little power light. We've got our amp silenced with some sound deadening. Box is in nice and firm. We've just got to put the seat back in. It's all wired up. Let's just find some music.
Future. So, and your corner of the planet. Shop our range of over 2,000 plants that...
If you could behold those hips in person.
Oh, come on. Let's have some music, shall we? You're having a laugh. Job done. See you in a bit. Well everyone, that was a crazy afternoon. Vic popped down with his T6.1, which is booked in tomorrow. We're going to do a reverse camera on it, but I fixed the job that we've got booked tomorrow today. What else did we have in? The T6 is gone and been picked up. We're going to have that back in to do all the aerial connection on it. He's not going to take it back down to the company that did the original job. He's going to use me because I'm local and better. Yeah, and 1,000,001 phone calls and orders and messages and emails, and spending £1,000 on stereos just because we can't get them anymore. I've just ordered the last sat nav in the country, and we're not going to get any more until July, which is obviously a bit concerning, a bit worrying. So we're back to having a radio shortage, and I can only see it getting worse as other countries seem to be going back into lockdown and war. Bloody Russians. So that's it. Monday's done. We'll pick up again tomorrow. It'll be Snap on Tuesday tomorrow. Jodie's coming down. Not sure what's happening with flyers and tools. We'll discuss in the morning. Have a good evening, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. So we had rain overnight. 7:22. It's 8 degrees at the minute, but it's due to get real cold over the next couple of days. Certainly Wednesday, Thursday, we are due to have snow this week. So yeah, Snap on Tuesday today. So Jodie will be coming in at some point later on. Obviously we can discuss tools and things like that, see what's on the van. Obviously with the problem that they had with the online stuff, with the ransomware, the hacks in America at the minute, loads of businesses being done. Snap-on have kind of taken a step back and are kind of rebooting everything carefully, and stuff like that. So online orders and things, are all over the place at the minute because the site and stuff is having trouble because it was taken down. So we're kind of struggling, finding our feet, getting all the stuff back in, and returning back to normality as such. So I don't know what Jodie's bringing today or what we're going to get. We shall see. But nevertheless, a Snap on Tuesday, we will have some tools and stuff to talk about. Hope you're good, hope you're well. Hello to everyone in the comment section. We did have obviously Vic's camper is T6.1, but I did the light repair yesterday. Had a look at the speaker because he said the sound was cutting in on the left side. So I think not necessarily a speaker issue, I think that's going to be down to a signal issue. So we may have a loose connection on the back of the key, or the wiring that I did, whichever. We're going to have a look at it. But I've also got to get him a interface for a reverse camera, which he wants as well. So we're going to do the key and the speaker kind of problem at the same time we do the camera, because we've got to have all the center stripped out anyway. So we're going to do that then. So today I've kind of got a bit of a free willy, really. Nothing really too much going on. I've got Alex's Landy. We've got to put front and rear cameras in it. Probably ThinkWare F200 Pros. But yeah, other than that, it's like a typical English day, really. Grey, wet, nice for a change. I don't mind it. Everyone moans about the weather, but it's England, you live here, this is what we have. You kind of get used to it. I seem to have, I'll be getting pubic hair next. I think I've got a spot coming up on my lip, but you know, it's like one of them gargantuan ones. I can feel it on my lip and it's quite sore, but I can't see anything yet, and I can't see a red mark. So it's one of two things. It's either some dirty little mosquito has bit me, sort of around about there, or I've got a spot coming. If I suddenly start talking funny, then we know it wasn't the mosquito, or maybe, who knows. But I need to get some fuel this morning. We've got to go get some diesel, so that's going to be expensive. I mean fun, I mean expensive. Maybe some breakfast. I'm not really feeling food this morning. Coffee, yes. I'm not really feeling hungry, so I might just get coffee and some diesel. See you in a bit. Jesus, that was expensive. 168.9 for diesel a litre. A litre. It would have actually have been cheaper for me to run my car on Tango or Coca-Cola. Holy cow. I'm not one to complain about fuel prices though. We'd all still pay it because it's getting about. So you got to fill your car up, you got to do it. You'd pay it if it were $5 a litre. I would. I'd want to drive my car. That's how it works. But yeah, that was £100 of diesel, cash wise, and I've not got a full tank. About 3/4. Oh well, it is what it is. Guess me from A to B. What I've done is I've paid 100 quid to turn my little yellow light off. Oh, my code scanner's a lot cheaper. Right, off to school. See you soon, peeps. Morning everyone. Right, the Land Rover's done. So rear camera's up there. Front camera's obviously at the top. Got a GPS up there as well. And there's our camera there looking through the swept area, all powered under the fuse box. So that's this one done for today. Happy days, get this one out. Give him an email, tell him it's ready. See you in a bit. What's up? The signs, you're not seeing them on? Huh? Oh, they look good lit up. I'll go and turn them on. Give me a minute, Dickie. Ugh. Not bad? Probably, but they ain't having them, they're mine. Yeah, they're cool, aren't they? I don't want to sell them. I like them too much. They're mine. They're mine. Ah, right, let's get this inside quickly. No, you can't afford them. Maybe a bit of till roll. He's not that expensive. They do finance. Hello, mate.
How you doing, mate? All right?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. Ooh, schmurple. Right. Try that again. Stupid technology. Right, yeah, good, mate. Good, you?
Yeah, good, mate.
Oh, what's occurring?
So we have lots of stuff.
I was going to say, you look like you've had a delivery. Sparky plug stuff.
Plug socket.
Cool.
That's your. We've got a workshop one. We still haven't. They've the flyers online still.
Yeah.
We've also got a competition coming up where you can win a barbecue.
Ooh.
Just loaded it on today. Waiting for some more. Still a load of tools to come, but there's basically raffle tickets.
Yeah.
You know what the barbecue looks like, don't you?
Yeah. Want a barbecue. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want that.
So that's starting this week. That's
Cool.
coming.
Awesome.
Your twist socket, that one's come.
Lovely.
Finally. So yeah, starting to get a few bits through.
Cool, cool. Nice. Ooh, stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff.
And obviously, new wise, we have the new. But the problem is they sent me the drill bit. You've got fucking.
Oh, and it's cross-threaded.
Yeah. So I've had to order some more.
Oh, for God's
to go in
sake.
it.
So that's a little...
90-degree drill, yeah. New product out. But obviously, as you can see, it goes in and goes.
Oh, pissed. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
I've got to tap and dice it inside if you want to straighten
yeah,
it out.
go that, yeah. So yeah, that's new, out.
What, I've got... What's the...
You've got the...
I got the big one. So
Yes.
what's the difference to this then?
This has obviously got smaller, if you want to get into somewhere, if you couldn't get in, it's got a bit of a longer reach and a bit of a... You've got the... You've got...
If you want to do a bit of dentistry.
You've got that.
I've got that one, yeah.
Yeah, so that's, you've obviously got a different bit of room if you
Okay.
wanted to get in somewhere where...
And then you just screw in your drill bits and off you go.
Yeah. So we do a 90-degree... So we do a 90-degree air one,
Mhm.
a little thin one. It's similar to that, but obviously on the battery. So that's new. Trolleys are back, the plastic ones. Quite a nice bit of kit to roll around with.
Mm-hmm.
Got them in the shop. The little bit drivers
Oh, nice.
with the bits. And you've got the standard, I believe you've got the little midget ones.
Yeah, what do they go down to?
4,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, up to 9.
What are they? How much are they?
I'll tell you. And then you've got, yeah, some temperature sensors, some lights, some crow's feet.
Got those.
I thought you were.
Cool.
So It's cool though.
Mm.
Nice in the phone.
So we've got a lockable extension. Bent rat. Oh, dude, it's bent. You got a straight one.
Yeah, sorry about that. 143. But again, that gets you in. You'll get a raffle ticket for that. You get a raffle ticket for that.
Cool.
Yeah. And obviously the UJ ones are the most expensive out of all of them.
Nice.
Nice. Film stuck to them. That's good, isn't it? Pushed them right down, haven't they? Yeah. Yeah, and then you've got just, if you want to put miscellaneous stuff in there.
Mm-hmm. Do you sell misc?
Misc, yeah. Got any miscs?
Got any misc? That's cool.
What else have you got? Screwdriver which you've got.
Yep.
Lights which you've got. Yeah. Various different testers. Some impact drivers which you had one the other week.
Mm-hmm.
Some extra long spanners which you don't know if you've got those or not.
I have.
Yeah, you got,
Got those.
Long. Drill bits.
I do need some drill bits.
Yeah, so they're the high-speed steel ones.
Yeah.
They're a real good bit of kit. Have we got any? I've got. Let's see if we've got the other ones. The cobalt ones. I haven't got yet. So then we do cobalt and we do high-speed steel. Both a good drill, depending on what you want.
What's the price on the bits?
I'll tell you.
I've got a lot of drill bits, so I probably need to buy a drill bit sharpener. That would benefit me more, I think.
Yeah, with the only thing I know, the sharpener DBTB is the drill doctor's pretty good. They're 90.
God damn!
Yeah, our drill bits are expensive.
Wow.
Sell a lot of them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
They're not lifetime warranty though, are they?
No, they're not.
Can't afford it, bud.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Cool.
Those you've got as well.
Yeah, I got the big ones. That's the full set. Quite a lot of stuff workshop wise.
Yeah.
They're little weird things, what are they?
They're for the they're for like the roll-up for like clean off metal and stuff.
Oh, okay.
They're great. They are. They do the little green ones as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's give you some pennies. Afternoon, everyone. You catch me flying out the office. So I'm just on my way down to a car dealership. Someone's just popped up, which is very interesting. So I've been messaging a few people about vans.
Continue on A346 for 8 miles.
And the one I was looking at, the guy sent me through some more photos last night because I was going to go and see it. And he neglected to tell me that the front left, which hadn't been photographed before, was all stoved in where they'd obviously tried to turn over either a bollard or a rock or something like that, but it had pushed all the side step in. So on seeing that on the photo, I was a bit like, dude, what the fuck? And he was like, oh yeah, did I not mention that? I was like, no, of course you didn't. So that van went completely out the window. For a £15,000 van that's got a dent in the bumper, scratch in the rear side, and then the side is all stoved in, I'm paying £15,000 for that. These people are dreaming. Anyway, so another one has just come up and it looks really good. Pictures are really clean. It's from a dealership, so it gives you kind of a bit of a comeback. And I just said to the guy I'm on the way, so we've got a 2-hour drive. Gonna get down to the dealers, have a look at this thing and see what's what. So I'll come back to you in a bit. See you soon. Hey everybody, guess what we're in? My new Mercedes. So I've got rid of the truck, we traded it in, and I've bought a V6 diesel Mercedes Vito. It's the long wheelbase and it's the executive, so we've got all the nice leather seating, the dark dash. Yeah, first drive, literally. Like, you're in it with me, we're just headed home now. I've just picked the thing up, signed all the paperwork. We've got cruise control, we've got a few other mod cons, but literally, like, this is the first trip in it. So we're gonna join the roads. I'm still figuring stuff out. We've got like built-in DVD players and stuff like that. It's got a broken glove box, but it's just the flap which I need to fix. So it's got some little bits that need tidying up, but in actual fact, it's cool, pretty cool. Apparently this one was owned by the Metropolitan Police, so that's great. I shouldn't have any issues with getting pulled over or anything like that. But I'm gonna figure my way around stuff, and I'll come back to you in a bit once I've kind of done a bit more looking, playing, figuring stuff. See you soon. Hey everyone. So we've been going about an hour so far. So far so good. It's got a lovely little V6 growl when you accelerate away. We need to do some work. The brakes are fierce, they stop well, and it accelerates really well. Being a 3-litre V6 diesel, it does get a move on, it's top spec. We've got electric rear windows at the very back. Up here we've got a TV and stuff, full aircon in the front and the back, so we've got dual climate. Everything is electric. Seats are lovely and comfortable. Set the armrest, I've got my bum in position. I'm just kind of learning all the quirks and, you know, noises and whatever in the car, but so far, touch wood, it's spot on. It gets a move on as well. It's really quick you can definitely feel the weight, but it's really comfortable. It's kind of tickling along over the bumps. It's not crashy like most vans do get, but yeah, it certainly. We're cruising along at 60 miles an hour. I have cruise control if I want to use it, but we're on some really kind of bumpy back roads at the minute, and it's just dealing with it like nobody's business. It's fine. So far so good. We do need to do a few entertainment changes. The steering controls have not been wired up. The head unit doesn't auto flap, which I need to check out. We're probably going to change the windscreen aerial for a shark fin on the roof, so we've got better reception, and basically just give it like a big deep clean, a polish, you know, like a wipe down, get rid of the old stuff, but it's got some really cool extras. We've got a big pocket tray up front. We've got Mercedes Park Assist front and back. It's got a spare cubby tray down here. Obviously the DVD and aux input and everything else which is up there. Everything is electric. Rear heated cabin, front heated cabin, rear aircon, front aircon. Obviously the table and the fridge in the middle. So the girls are going to love that on long journeys. They'll be pretending it's an airplane. So yeah, so far, touch wood, I'm still smiling. I'm good, loving it. I'm pleased to see the back of the truck from getting in and smashing my head on the roof because I'm such a unit of a dude. But yeah, so I'm going to keep going on. I'll come back to you in a bit. We need to start shopping for some parts. Oh, we got side steps as well. We've got big chrome side steps, Mercedes ones. And for a big old girl, it handles all right. It handles all right. I've got to put my private plate on it. We're waiting for the registration document to come through, and then I can send that away and get my plate put on the car. And obviously I'll plug it into my diagnostics and do a search, see if anything comes back faulty. And I've got my buddy at Mercedes who does owe me a bit of a skinny. He owes me a favour because I sorted them out with some parts for a job of a stereo that was being sold to a customer. They didn't have the right bits, and I gave them the stuff saying, when I need you, I'll come knocking. And now I'm knocking. So I'm going to get Mercedes to go over this thing, have a little investigation, make sure everything's good. I've spotted some problems outside. There's a hanger broken on the exhaust, and they've got a Jubilee clip holding up the tailpipe. Yeah, it ain't going anywhere, it's fine. It's had a little knock on the front right hand side, and what appears to be the bumper's intact. It's a little bit scratched, but the bumper's intact, but I think it's broken like a plastic support that sits down from the wing, so we'll get that sorted. And yeah, just a good clean and tidy up and kind of make it my own. But so far I'm loving it, really loving it. Fingers crossed, eh? See you soon. Right then everyone, we are nearly home. I'm just going through the wonderful forest at Savernake. We're just outside Marlborough. So one thing I've noticed is there's a speaker in the back of the TV which is playing off the radio, and obviously when there's a nice little beat, it flaps and farts. It's like a wizard's sleeve. So we need to change that or disconnect it. Other than that, it's been pretty good on the way home. Not noticed any issues. There's a rattle over there I've got to look at, and we got some trims and stuff to clean up and sort out. But other than that, it's cruising along. Still very, it feels really, really potent. It reminds me a lot of the Chaser. Like, you stand on the accelerator and it proper surges off. It's got some gusto, this thing. But it's nice because it means I'm not going to have to flog the absolute living piss out of it to get it going anywhere. It just eats up motorways. I've used the cruise control a few times. It's very nice, very easy driving. I can take my feet off the pedals and just, you know, move about and chill. So I'm hoping, I don't want to tempt fate, but I'm hoping this is going to be a cool vehicle. So far, so good. I'm hungry. I'm trying to get home in a rush so I can catch the kids before they go to bed and see what they think of it. And I need some food because I haven't eaten yet and I'm starving. Been driving for where are we now? 7 o'clock, so nearly 6 hours there and back, doing the talking the talk. Me talking down his vehicle, him talking down my vehicle, you know, the usual BS that happens when you sell a car or trade it in. But yeah, so far so good. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. So I'm going to close off the video for now. So Snap on Tuesday's done. We got our spark plug sockets in the foam tray. I've entered into the chance to win the new Snap on barbecue, which would be nice. And we've got a new car, so super cool day. V6 growl. I will see you all bright and early in the morning, fellas and ladies. Take care, have a good evening, see you soon. Press that subscribe button, show me some love. Let's get these numbers up. Because I got stuff to pay for. Now we're gonna have to do another install in this. But I have got, which just reminded me, we need to do speakers and stuff and tidy up the head unit and things like that. But we've got the kicker snowmen I've not even used yet. They are going to go in here. So we're going to do 6-inch in the doors. We're going to do coaxials in the back. We're going to do some kind of sub and amp. We are going to do the snowmen are going to go in the pillar. So we're going to get that front end stage all nice and fresh from kicker. Looking forward to that one. But for now, I will see you soon. It's getting dark. I'm nearly home. Take care. Bye bye.